morning, everyone. It is 8 a.m. Time for the Good Morning Nap. This nap meets daily, Sunday through Saturday, on the W9 your repeater located in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. It is for the purpose of good fellowship and message handling, and open to all licensed operators. At control this morning is Bruce behind UUB from Algoma, where it is 37 degrees, forecast of 44. Far cry from yesterday. I think it hit 70 here. Man, that would be amazing. We're going to check out mobile and short time first, and then we'll go to Echo Link and Crossband, and then finally the VHF stations. Please note we follow and who you send it to. If you miss a check-in opportunity, please wait. I'll do several additional calls later. Let's see. You know all about the repeater. Please allow it to drop completely, etc., etc. For some emergency and priority traffic, please call W9 UUB. Hearing area word. Short time and mobile. Your turn. I've auto-checked in all of those folks on any crossband stations. Your turn. Please call W9 UUB. Okay, VHF stations. Let's try you. A9ARZ.
This is Kilo Alpha Niner, Whiskey Alpha Romeo.
KA9BXG.
W9 OBB.
K9KMA.
KD9KPPU.
Okay, great list this morning. Before I read them off, I will do jokes. Some days I only have 2 jokes, some days I have 4. Well, today's a lucky day. Father's talking to his son and says, there are 2 words in life that will open a lot of doors for you. Do you have any idea what they are? Son has kind of a blank expression, and then at some point says to Dad, how about push and pull? Let's see. I should not have rubbed ketchup in my eye last night after supper. But I guess this is hindsight. I called it Paranoia Hotline the other day. And the first thing the lady asked me was, how did you get this number? Finally, how did the mini pumpkin get across the road? Well, of course it was with the help of a crossing board. Okay, there you go. Let me read it from the top here. It is going to be, I got it written down partially. Okay, I got Michelle, K9GU, K6DCL, KB9VIP, KA9 Victor, and Ira Jack, KA9 6, yes. Oh, yes, our friend from the UK, G1AEU. I'll put you at the bottom this time. You're after Jack, which is K9TQC. Then we go over to VHF, and that'll be Kevin, KA9ARZ, RDWAR, Bob, BXG, Rick, OBB, Joan, KKMA, and finally Brad, KD9, KPU. Did I miss anyone? Darn, looks like I got everybody on the first try. Okay, back to Michelle, K9GU, W9UUB. Michelle, how are things in Appleton?
Sure, this is Kilo 9 Golf Uniform in Appleton, Manheim. W9UUB, nice to hear you this morning in here. Anyway, in Appleton, the temperature is definitely down today at 36 in here. Quite a drop since yesterday in here. Barometric pressure is 30 decibel 29. Humidity 81% and dropping a little bit since yesterday here. The sky is all clear except a few clouds at some distance in here. So it's going to be a very different day, maybe a nice one, definitely a colder one also for the first time in a long time in here. So it's not raining and the roads are dry right now as compared to what it used to be in the past few days before in here. So not much of any change in here, but definitely not something that looks like a little closer to coming winter here, at least as far as the temperatures are concerned right now. We don't have any big plans today. Today is Saturday. We haven't planned much of anything, but maybe later on today something will happen for us to do in here. So that's as much as I have to say right now. And I now pass it on to KT9. I wrote down something in here, but anyway, I forgot to read it again in here on my little piece of paper in here. And the next station to take it. This is KT9GU. Good morning to all on the net, and I'll keep listening in here.
Morning, Michelle. This is K6CPL. Dave out here in California, where it is a very dark yet morning that is 35 degrees. So I think Michelle on temperature. 35 degrees is the coldest we've had this year. It was cold yesterday, but not quite as cold as today. Boy, oh boy, what a Halloween weekend it's gonna be. My great grandkids, 4 of them came up trick-or-treating last night because they were all dressed up for a party at their grandma's place of work. So the festivities begin. I'm doing okay. I'm still recuperating. Go to see my doctor on Tuesday, which may be my last visit with Sturgeon, so that'll be cool. And I'm coming right along. But anyway, so we'll wish you a great Saturday to everyone, and I'll turn it over to KD9 PIT, my buddy Larry. Larry, take it over.
Well, thank you, Dave. KD9DIP, Larry, in Algonquin, Illinois. Okay, Dave, that's good news. Just in time for Halloween. You people go out trick-or-treating with all your friends in the neighborhood, and you can hear them people at the door say, "Hey, who's that big one out there?" And you can say, "It's me, Dave. I can walk around again." That's good news. I'm sitting here, I'm marveling. I'm looking across the room, and I'm able to read the time, the temperature, indoors and outdoors on an LCD weather thing. You know, weather indicator. I could hardly see the frame the thing was in before, and now I can read it. It's black against gray. You know, not exactly what I would call high contrast, and I can read it all. Well, what an operation. Yeah, let's see what else. Today I'm going to spend the day transferring DVDs to MP4s, I hope. Having a little bit of trouble with my 7300. Gee, I hope I didn't do it, but I think I blew a fire out of the thing. I'm only able to get out 10 watts. Darn it. And I can't get the latest version of SDR, run. I can't get that to play, load. But that's later. First I gotta transfer some DVDs. Anyway, that's up here. Yeah, it's 43 degrees. I think that's actually another temperature shift, but that's called winter, I guess. And next week I think that we, or is it this weekend? Somebody know, do we change the times this weekend, or is it next? Thank you. Bye-bye.
DRC, this is 89PPG. Thank you so much, Larry. Good morning, everyone, and wow, what a beautiful sight the sun shining today. A little frosty on the decks and in the tops of the field, but just beautiful. And some of our trees have their leaves completely gone, and then, of course, the big maple trees in front aren't turning out. There's a lot on the ground, but a lot yet to come. So, but that's kind of low on the totem pole here. I've got a finished Damien's birthday cake. His daughter and son-in-law are here from Houston. We're going to try to go out to eat tonight at the old Julie's place in O'Connell, which just changed ownership this week. And last night the place was dark at 9 o'clock, so I don't know where we'll be going for sure. Nonetheless, I've got to get the fish out of the pond this weekend. And if I still have a little time, try to finish the rest of the tulip. Nice joke, Bruce, the hindsight. That was very witty. AA9TV, over to you, Jack. KA9TQC. Good morning.
Well, thanks, Cynthia. Good morning to you and everybody on the Good Morning Net, KA9TQC. Where it seems to be cloudier than what it sounds like it is in Oconto, but at least it's not wet. Boy, my yard looks like nobody ever raked it at all this fall. I've got a ton of leaves down from the weather there the last few days, and it's been too much to deal with them. So I'm sure that's what I'll be doing today. Maybe take a ride up to Townsend, since we haven't been there for a while, and I kind of sit up there. Not much else to report. So over to Alan, G1AEU, KA9TQC. Good morning, good afternoon to you, sir.
Afternoon, good morning to everybody on the net. Well, G1AEU, Bishop, South Kingdom. And it is raining cats and dogs here. Lovely day. But I should see you will be worried about the floods if the rain continues like that. I had a nice good on the Saw County Park yesterday. There was a nice picture of Sand Hill trains, 8 of them, flying. Well, I think they were flying south. What a nice picture. Johnny, I thought what program you are doing it to say to FDC of the DBJ. Anyway, with that I pass it over to KA9QRC of G1AEU.
Thanks, Alan. G1AEU in the group. This is KA9ARZ. Very good morning to all on this final Bruce Joke Saturday in October, and the weather definitely feeling like fall is fully here, and yeah, you have to say the ground beginning to get fully covered with leaves there. So yeah, with the skies clearing up and ground drying out, we'll be able to get in full leaf raking mode this morning, and won't have a shortage of leaves to gather, and still plenty on the trees there. So anyways, yeah, last night the strong wind portion of the leaf raking weather was in effect out at the football game in Southern Dormitorio last night. Unfortunately, yeah, winter jacket and all that was just warming up. I guess that was kind of the start of the cool down there, and yeah, for the local team season came to an end. So won't be shooting any outside action sports photos anytime soon, with yeah, the winter sports coming up in a few weeks as far as starting, and yeah, all that indoor, of course. So yeah, speaking of sports, be able to follow a big football game. Yeah, see if the Wisconsin coach is firmly entrenched in his job. He can pull off an upset of Ohio State. There would be a big one, and find out tomorrow if Artie's going to be a candidate for the Packers position. If Packers can beat their rival from the West, then yeah, the head coach will be in place, and kind of stop the proverbial bleeding with the losses there. As, yeah, some people are thinking that Packers are back to their selves in the 70s and 80s. By the way, things going with facility and so forth there. So everybody enjoy this final weekend in October, and see how things are in Peshtigo, and any additional coaching offers are coming Artie's way. KA9WAR, this is KA9ARZ. Good morning.
KA9ARZ, this is KA9WAR. Well, Kevin, on TV they said the Packers aren't back. But like the old saying goes, they're way back. Anyway, here in Peshtigo we have 38 degrees, sunshine, and frost this morning on the windshields of the neighborhood cars. And we got so many leaves on the ground that we can't even see the grass. But they're too wet to do anything about them, so they'll just have to stay there for a while, and we'll see what happens. My son just stopped by and dropped me some cookies, and he's on his way to Wisconsin Rapids. Today is the last day of sports for my great-granddaughter Rachel. She was running in the finals of the Wisconsin cross-country state meet at Wisconsin Rapids, so we just hope that she does well. And we'll see, we'll watch on the internet and get the times later this afternoon. KA9DXT, this is KA9WAR. Good morning, Bob.
Well, good morning. Today is my granddaughter's 20th birthday. Wow, it doesn't sound right. But, oh well. Hopefully she's going to have a great day. And everything will go well for her. But, let's see. Got some more boards up yesterday. I needed to get some more for my project. So that all got done. And I stopped over by a friend's place, got some weed killer for the lawn. All the weeds and everything are all come down for the year. So got that all we got that picked up and picked up a couple of boards and went to the cheese factory and the meat store yesterday. So it was a little bit of a busy day. And I did get all the boards planed too, so now I have enough for my project day. Nothing too much else going on. It is cool out. Hopefully, by the end of the week, maybe it'll warm up a little bit again. So that's all I got. We'll send it over to Rick. It was nice hearing you on the ChooChooNet last night, K9 and BXG.
Thanks, Bob. Nice hearing you as well. Always good to hear you in there. And 37 degrees here, bright sunshine, clear skies, barometer slightly on the rise, so winter gets close by, so you may have a couple of warm days. I hope we get some in here after it dries up, so I'd like to do some of this yard work around here. Get shrubs trimmed back and clean things out a little bit, and vacuum my new stone. So I bought a kind of hopper deal, thing that fits over this cart on wheels, and then there's a hose that goes to my vacuum, and so you get a lot in there, and it goes a lot quicker that way, and you don't have to carry around this bag that collects all the debris. So looking forward to using that this year. It was a good investment. Things go a lot quicker, but anyway, let's see. I'm going to work on my boat, I hope, today. I got that all out, straightened away, figured out where I was when I left off last winter, or this was that spring, and the summer off of it. Now I'm going to get back to work and get that done, and then we'll see about setting up an aquarium here once we get that done. But we're going to go ahead with, maybe just a small 30-gallon tank to start off with. We'll see. Anyway, that is about it for me today. Not too much else to do, and I think that's kind of saw the granddaughters on Monday, but maybe we'll head down there this weekend and pay them a visit too, or maybe they'll be coming up here. I think it's about time to go to Uva. Over to Joan, AC9, KMA, this is W9, Good morning to Joan and Jeff.
Well, thank you, Rick, and good morning to you and everyone. KC9 KMA. Well, I was going to say that we enjoyed the crossing gourd joke, but the one that made us laugh out loud was Artie's. Way to go, Artie. This is worthy of the bear. I had never heard that joke, but of course it's hilarious. So today, as soon as the net is over, well, we have to wait till 9, but it's the last day for Choice Orchard. And usually that means the manager does a 2-for-1 sale on whatever bags of apples she has left. And so I don't know whether all the varieties will be there, but I'm going to go buy some apples and probably turn it into sauce. Jeff and I did a bit of the yard cleanup yesterday ahead of the crashing temperatures. We're at 38.9, which is not quite half of yesterday's 64, but better to be out there at 64, rolling up the fencing and pulling some of the last things up out of the garden, so when they're slimy, etc. And then I don't know that we had any other reportable events. And not much. It's a busy, yard time of the year, but we actually, the only thing we're recording, 3 little deer came up for their usual up-the-road visit and startled the family of turkeys. But, we have not seen deer in the yard eating the apples, and we don't know what they're eating, but it hasn't been our apples as usual. But they're back, so maybe whatever source they had has dried up on them. So that's it. Chris, not Brad. Chris, over to you. KD99 KBU.
Good morning, John. Good morning, Ned. Boy, we had a good lineup of jokes. I did appreciate all of them, including the gourd joke. That one was good. For today, pretty much just nothing exciting. Going to do garden tilling and cleanup, and over the weekend a brake job on the truck. So that's about all here. With that, I did not hear who was next on the net. I apologize.
Dan, yeah, I got your name wrong too. W9, UUB here. Let's see, I got a lot of things to do today. Thank goodness the weather died down. But my goodness, that weather yesterday, I was overdressed. It was a big funeral yesterday. High school teacher passed away, and my goodness, there were 100 people there. And he was so liked it. He was a character. Sort of a gentleman farmer in the summer, and I first met him in the early 80s when I moved to Algoma. It seemed like he kind of had a standing joke going, where every year when he got out of school, he managed to injure himself within the first month of summer. And the year I met him, he dropped a bush hog on his foot. I don't know if the hydraulics released or exactly what, but that was an ouch. And so I used to give him a lot of ribbing about how it was way safer to stay teaching. Let's see, what else? I was screwing around with my chipper, and I broke two bolts that functioned as shear pins, and they weren't the right size, of course, and the right size is something smaller than 3/8. And I've got a nice machinist chart, so I go to the hardware store, and, there's, nothing in 64ths or 30 seconds. And I tried to find a 9mm. That would have worked nicely. Well, of course, the only thing sold is an 8 and a 10. So, another one of those things. And a lot of other projects like that. So, let's see. We're going to go back to Echolink. I never paused for crossband. I never paused thoroughly enough. Are there any crossband stations out there that would belatedly like to join? Please call W9UUB.
C9LN Zulu regular would like to check in.
Where were you? Take a turn, Tom.
Well, sometimes things happen when you're ready for the net, and you have to take care of that first. JC9LN Zulu here. Well, good morning to all. Mid-30s, I'd say 37, 38 here right now. Plenty of sunshine right now. No breeze to speak of, and plenty of leaves on the ground. Got some of the leaves moved off the sidewalk, but I don't know how much leaf raking I'm going to do this year. I've read a couple of articles about how leaving them on the grass will do wonders for the grass, or at least help them. So I may just leave them out there, and there's plenty of leaves on the street right now, so I don't think I need to push any more out there. Other than that, we'll see what gets done today, but hey, everybody take care, have a good one, and we'll talk a little bit later. JC9, LN Zulu, turning it back to net control. Good morning to all.
Thank you, Tom. Okay, back to Echolink. First up will be Michelle, GU. Then over to Dave, K6, BCL, Larry, KB9, DID. The clocks change next week. Cynthia, Victor. Cynthia, I always like your review of the jokes. I want to know which you think is the favorite. Over to Jack, TQCC, and then finally, G1AEU. Good morning again, Michelle.
So I do think about something else to do today, but I haven't come up with that yet. So it's a nice night today. It's definitely the temperature is much smaller today than it used to be before now. So that's about the biggest change in here. So don't have any big news to announce yet now. Probably sometime today and tomorrow I'll get more telephone calls from our family in here. That's what I'm waiting for. But we'll see what happens in here. So that's about all I have to mention right now. And I'll mention on to KCL for the next turn in here. This is Sturgeon Bay saying good morning to all.
Thank you, Michelle. Again, I appreciate it very much. Yes, not my call sign correct. Anyway, thank you very, very much. And again, happy Saturday to everybody. I think this is the first time I've ever been on a Saturday. Usually one week we leave. But haven't been in this week, so I said I better get my sorry legs inside here and talk to everybody. I did like the gourd here, but that was a good one. It's interesting to hear what pleases everybody and makes the funny bone tickle. Anyway, we're making our coffee. I just poured some orange juice in my jug and ready to rock and roll for the day. Anyway, thank you all, and over to KD9 VIP. Algonquin, Illinois. Gee whiz. Take care, everybody. 73.
Thanks, Dave. You know, you can get in here on a Saturday. It's easier. You didn't do all that heavy drinking Friday night. You didn't have those blackouts. Just kidding, Dave. What else? Artie? Wow. That's a good one. The pack is back. Way back. That's pretty good, Artie. I bet the pack is really sweating now that the Bears are on such a roll. You know what's going to happen, right? They'll fold tomorrow. They'll 42-0. What a bunch of bozos. And Richard, I got all of these jokes. Hard to believe. It's that said like with me. Yes, sir. Something we ought to do Tuesday. Question of the day. What's the most ridiculous costume you wore as a kid for Halloween? So what's the best costume? Or something. I know I got an answer to that one already. Cynthia, I know we'll have one. Cynthia's a cornucopia of good stories and stuff like that. All right, Cynthia, your turn. Take it away. KD9 VIP clip.
VIP, KD9 again. Yeah, Larry. I won't be on the next Tuesday, but my worst costume was, I went to the home for a house party of a boy that I liked so much. Him and his older brother, they were just wonderful boys. It was probably 8th grade, and I went and I had my mother's pea green blanket off of her bed, and I painted my face green, and nobody knew what I was, and I was like a swamp creature. So yeah, that was the worst. I'd have to think about the best. Probably when we went down to that, the festival in Texas, where we were the Egyptian people. That one was probably the best. That was during COVID. I forget what that big festival's called. Maybe Damien will come up with it. But anyway, my brother-in-law is here hunting, and he parked his truck by out by our barn. And I did see a deer coming across the field this morning, headed his way in the woods. Couldn't tell what it was, but it's so funny. Every time he parks his truck here, the animals, he's in the woods hunting, and the animals congregated around his vehicle. One year there were 4 deer standing next to his truck while he's hunting in the woods. And this morning, our flock of turkeys walked right up to his truck. They're always out in the fields, and here they are trying to look at themselves in the reflection in his truck today. I didn't get a picture quick enough, but that was good. 89BB, back to you, back to 89TQC.
Okay, very good. KD9TQC. I kind of try to dodge costume opportunities whenever possible, and so far I have a pretty good track record, so can't add much to that story. And Bruce, the jokes were good today. I enjoyed all of them, so thank you for that. And over to Alan again. G1AEU, KD9TQC.
you. Are they still fucking in Diamond Bay? Bro, we changed the truck this weekend. I know. In the nicest setting. It's 5th of November. But we changed them tonight. So I'll try to remember to come on the net. Mama, up on the truck in level 2. Yeah, but if I forget, I'll miss the net. Or I will sign in just to hear the net being told. Hey guys, anyway. Don't mean we get an extra night's sleep. But I think nobody takes it so we can get used to the touch thing. Anyway, over to day 9, do you want to hear?
Hey, let's open up for comments at this time. Any comments? Please call W99UUB.
Check into it.
Absolutely, Larry. Another late one. Welcome aboard. M99 OSF W9UUB. Take a turn.
Earlier, but I got coming up. Here it's 34.4 at this point. When I got going at 6:30, it was 31. So otherwise, I just know that the equipment I'm getting ready for recycling and help my stepdaughter out and move some of her leaves off the roof there. So we got some birthday parties this afternoon. Even Jackie's busy with the women's club making cupcakes. I don't know how many people are making cupcakes now, but that's what they're making. So otherwise, that's what I've been up to. Same old, just another day with fertilizer, trying to get all that pumped off. So otherwise, and tomorrow's my church and watch the Mavericks. Hopefully they'll win. Hopefully. Everybody's on the fence and watch. So back to you, Bruce, and thanks for listening. Every night you beat this, and I think the point of view of it.
Thank you, Larry, for checking in. Okay, comments. Now we go to comments. Please call W9UUB.
W9OUB.
Hey, Rick, start it off. Cover somebody up. Was that you, Joe? Okay, well, we'll go to Damien first, AG99P, and then Damien, turn it over to Rick, W9OBB.
Thanks, Damien. This is W9OB, and just a couple of comments here. And I think there was a double with Larry, too. Maybe that was AG9P, I'm not sure. Let's see. First of all, I want to pass along to Bruce. When I was at your ham shack, when did we do that? Last Wednesday or whenever that was. My LPG AP1000 Pro 2 does act the same way as yours. It's identical. I don't know. It's just something in the firmware, I guess. When I bring it up, it's on bypass, and then when I go to turn it off bypass, I get the two solid LED bars like you, and then the second time I get the two buttons get out of bypass, then it just switches it out of bypass. So it's identical to your operation. So I haven't looked into it any deeper than that, but it works the same as yours. And I have my tuner powered up from the IC73300, and then when I invoke a tune, it automatically kicks my IC73300 into 10-watt transmit. And that brings me to the next subject with Larry. I was sorry to hear he's having a problem with his 7300. And I was made to hear that. What mode are you in? I'm wondering if you're in digital. That would make sense. But did your audio get turned down real low, perhaps by accident or something of that nature? You're not driving it with enough audio. Restricted to only 10 watts. I hope it isn't the final. If you do a YouTube search, there is a fella that talks about troubleshooting low power output on the 7300, but then he gets into tearing it apart, going through it, troubleshooting it, and finds the problem and then fixes it. So I'm not sure if you're that much hands-on, but anyway, yeah, I'm interested in knowing what's actually going on there. So back to you, Bruce. W9UUB. This is W9.
Thanks, Rick. I really appreciate it. It is really, can't believe from my standpoint how beneficial it is to have somebody, namely you out there, with the same darn equipment I have. So that was quite helpful. Okay, more comments. More comments, call W9UUB or late check-in. Okay, LON, would you like to take a turn? Thank you, Luke, for checking in. Yeah, I like the crossband. It really does kind of allow you to kind of roam around a little bit. Let's see. Well, I think at this point we're going to do final call for comments, and then wrap things up. Final call.
How are you?
You, please take another turn.
A9 VCC.
I thought that G1AEU wanted to take do a comment, so I'm going to call him first, and then over to Cynthia, A9 Victor. So back to you, G1AEU.
Very much. Well, I would like to thank people who have dropped down the we've been going. We just all on the transmit and the story. I think it's a good thing, and I'd like to say thank you very much. Over.
Hey, over to you, Cynthia.
A9BB. Well, we had a little pile of Larry also DIT was trying to get in Bruce on the comments here a couple times. But anyway, yeah, thanks for Damien could tell me I forgot the Renaissance Festival. Oh, people, we were down there for his 80th birthday in the Houston area. We had quite a good time. And there was probably 100,000 people on those grounds. Everyone was spectacular costumes, and the coolest one was this guy. He was probably 7 feet tall. He was just a giant man, and he was first dressed as a Nordic guy. I mean, just unbelievable Viking sort of thing. It was really cool. And, I mean, you couldn't miss him because he was so big. And then we were talking to him, and he couldn't believe Damien was 80 years old. And later on, he was dressed as this Donald Trump. And we got a picture. We were walking in, somewhere else in the grounds, and this guy is saying, hey, that guy's 80 years old. And people are looking at him. Damien goes over there, and anyway, we got a really, really cool picture of those two together. It was just a wild, spectacular day. So the Renaissance things are really taken seriously. And I didn't get the push and pull part of the joke, Bruce. I'm sorry, but I was a little slow. Anyway, K9DIT, this is the A9DB.
Somehow I can't picture you as a swamp thing. With the green face. And what are you supposed to be? I'm a dandelion, That's a good one, Cynthia. Thanks. Bruce, the big deal is I just throw off frequency and I throw an AM carrier or CW. And my forward is 9 and my reflected is 1.5 or something. It's I don't test it on sideband. I can't talk that loud. You may disagree, but I throw a big carrier. I don't know. I guess I'll try a reset or something and see what happens. But I'm a little discouraged. K9DIT.
Thank you, Larry. Well, Cynthia, here's the push-pull. I guess I automatically, as I'm reading the joke, thought, please and thank you. We're supposed to be the words that open doors, aren't they? And I don't know if thank you is one word or two. You could call it one, I guess. But anyway, you're supposed to jump to that thought immediately, I think. Okay, at this time, I'm going to wrap things up. Let everybody hit the road. I think we had 15 participants this morning. Thanks all for coming. And to come up with the jokes. So, let's see, 8:47. And thank you all for coming. And this time we'll return the repeater back to normal amateur use. And I'll bid you adieu. W9, UUB, 73.
If anybody's interested, at 9 o'clock this morning, ABCC News Live on the internet, main officials are going to provide an update after the mass shooting suspect was found dead. Just thought I'd pass that along. JC9, LN Zulu.
A9UB, this is A9BB. A9BB, clear.